Wow, we have 20 people in here suddenly. Okay. What I'd like all of you to do, if you could, is if you have a question, you can go ahead. Let me look and see. The instructions, just so you know, everyone, the instructions for this, the ones that I showed. Yes, I have a paper copy because I wanted to remind myself of some things. Oh my gosh, I know. Sometimes, I have to admit, sometimes I do use a printer. Not very often. Mostly it's for cooking reasons. But so if you have a question, if you can just go ahead and unmute your mic and ask your question, or you can raise your hand if you want, if I can see you. And okay, Carlene, you're first. Go ahead.
Okay, resizing the tiles, the student tiles. I know you use the extension Tabari Size.
Yeah, Ted, can you pop that into the link into the chat?
I think I have a grid view extension and it's not working. So
okay.
I can only see 16 students.
Oh, at a time? Okay, I'm gonna tell all of you the secret to extensions. Here's the secret to extensions. When it stops working, remove it from Chrome and then add it back in again. So extensions are a little bit of a pain, and this is something that I keep meaning to put up on the classroom because everyone needs to understand this. Is that an extension is just that. It's a third-party application. And it's written by someone else. It could be like some teacher wrote it and it's great, but then, Chrome does an update and then it doesn't work anymore and they have to run back and fix it. So those people, those folks who know how to code, they will update things, but it's not an automatic update. So if you find that any of the extensions that you've downloaded have stopped working, right? And it's actually not downloading. They're actually just extensions to Chrome. If they've stopped working, you go back to the Chrome store, you remove it, you click on the link that says remove from Chrome, and then you add it back into Chrome immediately. And usually that will make it work again, but not always. I'm just going to warn you. But so if you have a problem with an extension, I'm just going to tell you it's up to you to fix it. And the only way you can fix it is by removing it and putting it back in again. So that's, I wouldn't, if I were you, I wouldn't bother with let me tell you, the help desk is not going to have a clue. And if you email me, I'm just going to tell you the exact same thing I just told you, which is remove it and then add it back in again. Okay. Dwayne, you have your hand up. Dwayne is using Nod, which is great. Go ahead.
Really quick, Carlene, one thing about the grid view is the original grid view extension stopped working. So you need to remove that extension. There is a new extension that does work. It's called Grid View Fix.
That's right.
And you want to install the Grid View Fix extension in order to get Grid View back.
Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
So, extensions are great. They're really great. It's just that sometimes they stop working, and that's the only thing you can do. Another really good one for Meet is Meet, and mine isn't working right now, and I've done all kinds of stuff, so I don't know what's going on, but it's Meet Attendance, Google Meet Attendance. Todd, you have a question? Go ahead.
Yeah, question. Would anyone be up for practicing this? This is a great demo, although I would probably need just to practice it on my own. If anyone would be up for it, let me know. Write your name in the chat or something, or is that a possibility?
That's cool. So Todd, where do you teach?
Hercules High School.
Okay. Have you asked anyone at your site? Because that would really be awesome. That would probably help them a lot.
A couple people, but they're mainly using Zoom, and right now Zoom's a little challenging on this computer, so.
I'm going to tell you something, Todd. Zoom is a little challenging no matter what computer you're using. That's okay. I have issues with Zoom right now. It's like in my nightmares and everything. So I'm glad you're all here to learn more about Meet. All right. Any other questions? I hope you understand this a little bit better. Is everyone in the EdTech Google Classroom, and can they get to that meet thing that I showed you. Just want to make sure. Okay, I think you all are. All right. No other questions? That was quick.
I have another question, but it's not related to Google Meet, so it's kind of on the side.
All right, go ahead.
So I wanted to use Jamboard to go over math problems with my kids. I mean, I don't have a dog camera, or the district. I try to use it, but it restricts me from using it on my work computer because it says that something with the licensing, I'm unable to use it. So is there a way that I can use that? Or have you encountered that? Or
I have not encountered that. I'm wondering if you are. How are you getting to Jamboard? Because okay, here's the weird thing about Jamboard. Jamboard started off as an actual hardware. Okay, it's actually like a board. It's a real board, right? But now it's more software, and that's the way that teachers are using it. So how are you accessing it?
The only way I'm accessing it is through my personal computer. So I'm on a different computer when I'm able to use it. But when I want to use my school computer, my ThinkPad, then it's blocking me and it tells me that the something with the licensing is not approved through the district. And so I want to know if maybe my computer needs to be updated because it hasn't been updated. Maybe something is blocking it. There's some kind of filter there that needs to be cleared, but so I'm not sure why I'm unable to use it.
Please contact the help desk. Put in a help desk ticket. I think that would help. But can I show you really quickly how I get to Jamboard? I mean, you're able to get to it though on your personal.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
but
I'm
it's
able to get on my personal, but with Clever Resources, can I also get on that on a different computer, or do I need to use the work computer to get to all the?
So with getting to Clever, you just have to be logged into your WCC USD account in a Chrome window, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Go for it, Robert.
You're saying you haven't gotten any updates. How often do you shut down your computer?
How often do I shut down my computer?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like at the end of the day, or just throughout the day? Or?
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
I would say I shut it off like maybe once a day.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Okay.
But
so
yeah.
you should be getting the updates then.
So I want to be really clear though about shutting it off, right? I mean, that's like a full shutdown, right? Going to the Windows picture, clicking on power, clicking on shutdown, and actually shutting it down every night. So a lot of people are thinking that closing the lid shuts it down. It does not. Everything keeps running. So it's a really good idea to shut everything down at night because your computer needs a rest just like you. So honestly, and this is actually really good, folks, for work-life balance. And I'm telling you this because this is something I'm struggling with myself, is that I actually announce to people in my house that I am turning off my computer at a certain time. And I do that and they hold me to it. Literally. So I'm just going to tell you, it's a really good idea. It's good for your computer. It's really good for your computer. But do a full shutdown. Definitely. Dwayne, you have your hand up.
Yeah, Lori, really quick. I hate to belabor the point, but with the whole link with the URL, so and only because I've already done it one way, and I want to make sure that it's okay that I've done it that way. So I included I actually typed in https://meet.google.com/lookup/nickname, and I did that repeatedly. Is that okay, or should I just be copying that same? Because it looks like it's the same thing.
It's totally okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I also have the nickname included in so I highlighted it and clicked link, and it hyperlinks the whole thing.
Yeah, you can do that.
Is that okay also?
Yeah.
As to where you only hyperlinked up to the lookup slash.
Yeah.
And didn't hyperlink the nickname.
Yeah.
So I'm okay.
Yes.
All right. Because I've had so many.
I know, but I would definitely, like, Dwayne, I would definitely, like, again, like, try these things out, open up all of them at once and try all of this stuff. I mean, you can be in there by yourself. All you really want to make sure is that it actually works, that it actually opens, right?
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Any other questions?
Oh, just show me how you get to the Jamboard. I know you're going to show that. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, let me just do that real quick. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So what I usually do, honestly, you can go through your drive. You can go through Google Drive. You can also just click on the waffle. So I'm just opening another tab, and here's the waffle up here, right? When I click on that, I moved my Jamboard up a little higher because I do use it. But then I click on Jamboard, and it opens up all the Jamboard files that I've looked at and everything. And then at this point, I can create a new one down here at the plus.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sure. Okay, Sarah, your question? You had a question? Did she leave? Oh, she left. Okay. All right. Dwayne, question.
Sorry, you mentioned Tabari
okay.
Size. I was having problems with this, so I got rid of the extension. But when you use that, do you have to tell it how many tabs you're resizing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it because I've been using Tabari Size since Ted told me about it years ago, and I'm just used to it. There are other ones that people use. It's just a matter of like trying things out and then seeing whether or not it works for you. I'm so used to Tabari Size, but I realize that there are some things that get people like tripped up. Definitely. So I mean, again, that's one of those things where you just have to keep trying it and mess with it and play with it and see what happens. But what I like about that is it allowed me to see all 4 breakout rooms, right? All at once. And that was really cool. So,
Thank you.
yeah. Elvira, do you have a question? Is it Elvira or Elvira?
Elvira is okay.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what do you prefer?
Lori.
What do you prefer? Elvira or Elvira? Which one do you prefer?
Elvira.
Elvira. Okay, great. Go for it.
Yeah. Okay. So, Lori, I just want to ask about screen sharing. So, if we have different needs on different tabs, can we do screen sharing at the same time, or
Yeah.
we have to do it one
I mean,
tab at a time?
you're going to have to go in and do it one tab at a time. Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to do it one room at a time, right? But that's why, I would say it's a really good idea to do whatever you want to do with all the kids at once, you need to do it beforehand, right? Or you need to give them whatever that resource is so that they can be working on it. Remember, breakout rooms is just for small groups. And if you're working with a small, maybe you have them in small groups based on what skill they need to work on, right? So you're going to go into each room. I mean, you can keep an eye on the other ones, but then, you're going to jump into each room to do the instruction. So I would say if you need to do whole group instruction, keep it all together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's
Sure.
awesome.
Okay. Allison, you have a question?
Question.
Yes, go ahead.
This is actually not to do with the breakout rooms. I heard that you could set it up a bit like Zoom so you could see everyone in your class at once. I've got huge classes and I can only see 18 at once.
Yeah.
If you give me some way to do that, some link or some way, I can figure out how to do that because I really want to see the whole class.
Okay, I'm gonna put what Ted put, which is this link to that's Tabari Size. Never mind. Not that one. Hang on. Didn't someone put it in? Okay. It's an extension in Meet.
I knew that, yeah.
Yeah, and the name of it is Grid View.
Put in the chat so I can copy and
Yeah.
paste it into something.
Hold on a second. Let me get it for you, because you want the right one. Meet Grid View Fix is the name of it.
Yeah, just seen 18 of 40 doesn't quite make it.
I just put it up.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. One of the things you have to remember, though, with it is that there are some choices once you have it installed, right? There are choices in there, and one of the choices actually is only show participants with video. So you can actually turn that off so that you see just squares of people, right? Who are there as well. So right now I see everyone.
I want to see video. I do want to see them because I want to know what they're up to. I got seniors.
Right.
They get up to all sorts of exciting things.
Sure, but what I'm saying is if they have their videos off, right?
Yes.
Because they can do that, right? They're allowed to do that. So I think just so you know, in this grid view, you would just see a square with their initial or the picture that they have. So, you know, if you want to see what everyone's doing, and you might have a kid who like keeps popping in and out with video, right? I mean, because they have a question, they need to raise their hand, whatever it is. I also suggest that you get the extension Nod, N-O-D, like nod. And if everyone has it...
In the chat for me so I can just copy it. N-O-V.
N-O-D, nod, like nodding. Nod.
Oh, nod.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, if you could just...
What does that do?
So what that does is it gives you a nice little toolbar in the upper left-hand corner where students can actually give you a thumbs up, they can raise their hands, and then you see it at the bottom. Everyone sees it at the bottom. Everyone who has Nod in the classroom will see it at the bottom that Allison has her hand up. And Allison doesn't have to, and you wouldn't have to say anything, and you wouldn't have to be going like this, because in big classes, you may not see that kid doing that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
A nod, okay.
Nod, N-O-D. Yeah. I like Nod a lot. I guess it stopped working for a day or so, but it's fine. It works. It's working for me. I've never had to remove it and put it back in. So, thank you, Robert.
I just have to go online and look up nod.
Yeah. If you put Nod, if you put Google extension Nod, it'll come right up.
Okay.
It'll be the first link. Okay.
It's going to make my life a whole lot different to be able to see everybody and have something like that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to make it possible. All right, folks. I'm going to go. It's 9:45.